Hello, my name is Sheay Anderson. I was actually really excited about this assignment because it goes hand in hand with what I do for work. I am an instructional coach at a childcare center, and a large part of my job is working with children who have or who are displaying big behaviors. I do observations in the classroom. I work with parents and the teachers and the admin team to collaborate and make a behavioral support plan. And then I coach the teachers on how to implement it in the classroom for success for that child, but also to help all the children in the classroom. We know they can be successful in all areas, as well as working with the parents on different strategies that they can do at home to help. So I love it. It's really fun and rewarding, but it definitely has its challenges. For this assignment specifically, I chose to observe a 5-year-old boy in our kindergarten prep class. He just barely missed the deadline for kindergarten, so he is in the class for another year and is definitely on the older side of that class. This child was recently diagnosed with level 3 autism. When talking to his foster care parents, it seems like he's displayed signs of this the majority of his life. However, he's been in the foster care system, sadly, for the last 3 to 4 years and has not had a consistent home. So a lot of signs were missed, and he didn't get a lot of the care that he deserved. But right now he has some great foster care parents who are very motivated to give him the care he deserves and to work with us to help him improve and to, feel safe and loved and cared for, which is the most important thing. I chose to observe him in our classroom around the lunchtime hour because we have several transitions during that time. The children come from outside to inside, they wash their hands, get ready for lunch, they have lunch, and they clean up, bathrooms, get out everything for rest time, and then rest time. So there are a few transitions in that time, which can sometimes be hectic. Most of the children are handling that time really well right now, but this child is displaying a lot of big behaviors, throwing things a lot of the time. There's been a couple incidents where he's actually closed fist punched a teacher or another child, things like that. So that's why I chose to observe during this hour. During my time observing, I did notice quite a few challenges with the transitions. He often ran away from the class. He would often go up to children and pretend to hit them until his hand was right in front of them. He would follow certain children around and just poke them. Nothing crazy, but get in their face a lot. He had a really hard time with rest time. When one of the teachers was correcting another child, he got very defensive of that child and was kind of threatening the teacher. And all of these, it connects, all of these things we're seeing, it makes sense from his background, from his diagnosis, they all make total sense. But we also want to make sure that the children and the teachers all feel safe in that classroom and that they're all progressing. So we're just kind of working out different ways to help him there. We also know children with autism really struggle with transitions. It's hard to be flexible. There's sensory challenges there as well. So we're just trying to come up with different solutions. One thing I did notice from my observation is he is very STEM focused. He loved anything engineering specifically. He was building the blocks, crazy towers I couldn't even build. He asked a lot of open-ended questions about the stapler, how that worked, different things like that. So I think there's a lot of resources there that we can use to help him. I was thinking of having a transition box that's just his that he can use during those times with some of those materials in it. He craves that one-on-one attention from the teachers, which is great. We want to have those prime times with him, help him to feel that love and connection that he's craving. We just need to make sure we can do it in a way that we can still give group care as much as possible. There's a lot to do and to work with the teachers and child. I know our center has sadly said if we don't see improvement in the next month, we're going to have to disenroll because there has been some safety issues and a lot of parents have been upset. So we're working as hard as we can with this child, but I did see a lot of connections with my observation with him and this class with exceptionalities and how they can correlate together. So I'm excited to implement what I've learned. The verse that I chose for my observation is 1 Corinthians 13, 4 through 7. You know, it's a classic. Love is patient, love is kind. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. And I think that's so relevant because when you are in a classroom with, 15 to 20 kids and somebody is showing those big behaviors, even when you can understand it, it's easy to get frustrated. It's easy to be defensive of the other children. It's easy to, have your feelings hurt when they talk to you certain ways. But I think it's really important to remember that we love these children. This is why we're here. This is why we chose this field. And there's so many things that go into it. There's so many things beneath the level of what we're seeing. And we just need to remember to be patient, to do our best, put in the work, and love them. That's all we can do. It's the best we can do. So that's what I chose. Thank you very much.